Are you sitting down? Good. Because we need to have a serious talk about that magic number you've been chasing your entire working life. $1 million. For decades, we have been told, if you just reach $1 million in your 401k, you are set. You can finally breathe, you can retire, and you will be safe. But let me ask you a question, how many Americans do you actually think have achieved that? How many people do you think are walking around right now with a balance of $1 million or more inside their workplace retirement plan? If you listen to the financial media, you'd think it's everybody but you. You look around, you see people taking luxury vacations, buying new cars, or talking about their investments, and a quiet, heavy fear starts to settle in your gut. You look at your own 401k balance, maybe it's $50,000, maybe it's $100,000, maybe if you've worked really hard for 30 years it's $250,000, and you think, I am a failure. I am never going to make it. I'm going to be 80 years old, working a cash register, living on canned soup. Stop it. Just stop it right now. Listen to me, you are not a failure. Let's look at the absolute, cold, hard truth. According to the latest data from Fidelity, one of the largest retirement plan providers in the entire country, the number of 401k millionaires sits at around 645,000 people. Now, that sounds like a big number, doesn't it? Over 500,000 people. But let's put that into perspective. There are roughly 160 million workers in the United States, and tens of millions of them hold 401k accounts. Do the math. The people who have $1 million or more in their 401k make up less than 2% of all participants. Less than 2%. The average 401k balance for someone approaching retirement, the baby boomers and the oldest Gen Zers who are between the ages of 55 and 64, is actually around $260,000 to $305,000. And the median balance, which is the real midpoint, meaning half of the people have more and half have less, is closer to just $107,000. So why are you comparing your financial life to a myth? Why are you letting a number that applies to less than 2% of the population dictate whether you feel secure, whether you feel successful, or whether you can sleep at night? You are letting the fear of what you don't have paralyze you from managing what you do have. And that is a huge mistake. Hear me clearly, the problem isn't that you don't have $1 million. The problem is that you are asking the wrong question. The question shouldn't be, how do I reach $1 million? The question must be, what does my money need to do for me to make me feel safe, secure, and independent? Because $1 million in a 401k doesn't mean what it used to. If you have $1 million, but you have no control over your spending, or you are carrying a mountain of credit card debt, or you still have a massive mortgage on a house you can't afford, that $1 million is going to vanish faster than you can blink. On the flip side, if you have $300,000, a completely paid-off home, zero debt, and a solid plan for Social Security, you could be in a far more powerful, secure position than the person with $1 million balance and $1 million lifestyle. So, let's address the fear. The fear of running out of money. The fear of being a burden to your children. I know that fear is real. It keeps you up at 3 a.m. But you cannot wish your way to financial security, and you certainly cannot fear your way there. You have to take control. You have to look your financial reality in the eye and say, this is where I am, and this is what I am going to do about it. If you are nearing retirement, or if you are already there, and you realize you aren't part of that 2% club, here is your actionable takeaway. This is what you need to do starting today to secure your future. First, you must eliminate your debt. Debt is the ultimate thief of your financial freedom. When you are working, debt is a burden. When you are retired on a fixed income, debt is a financial death sentence. If you have high-interest credit card debt, or car payments, or personal loans, that is an emergency. You need to pay it off now. If you enter retirement with no debt, the amount of income you actually need to survive and live comfortably drops drastically. You don't need $1 million if you don't owe anybody a single dime. Second, you have to maximize what you are saving right now, regardless of your age. If you are 50 or older, the tax laws allow you to make what are called catch-up contributions to your 401k and your IRAs. Use them. If your employer offers a match on your 401k contributions, and you are not contributing enough to get every single penny of that match, you are literally turning down free money. Why would you do that to yourself? Take the free money. Third, you need to reevaluate your living expenses. Take a brutal, honest look at where your cash is going. Are you spending money to impress people you don't even like? Are you holding on to a giant family home with empty bedrooms just because of memories, while the property taxes, insurance, and maintenance are eating away at your nest egg? Downsizing isn't a sign of failure, it is a sign of supreme financial intelligence. It frees up cash, it lowers your monthly bills, and it gives you peace of mind. And finally, you need to understand your true income floor. Sit down and calculate exactly what you will receive from Social Security and any pensions. Look at that guaranteed income. Then look at your basic, essential living expenses, housing, healthcare, food, utilities. If your guaranteed income covers your basic expenses, you are already in a safer position than most. Your 401k is just the icing on the cake, meant to cover the extras and protect you against inflation. Stop measuring your worth by someone else's benchmark. Your financial journey is yours alone. You don't need to be a 401k millionaire to have a beautiful, dignified, independent retirement. But you do need to be honest. You do need to be disciplined. And you do need to stand in your own truth. Take control of your money today, so that your money doesn't control you tomorrow.